Yo, what is up YouTube? I'm Blitz5 and today I got a quick video for you guys about the PUBG Event Pass. So news of this was just released yesterday, late in the afternoon, so I figured I'd make a video about it this morning and cover it because this is pretty big news for PUBG, and while this is only on the PC, I have to imagine that this is going to be coming down to Xbox sometime in the near future, hopefully in the summer. So what this is basically PUBG's version of the Fortnite Battle Pass. So what PUBG has said is that they've decided to move away from their current system of unlocking crates and getting skins and all that kind of stuff in the game. You can't unlock anything else than skins in PUBG as of right now. And they're moving to more of this Fortnite system where in Fortnite you pay around $10 and for about 10 weeks you get access to all these different missions and objectives, things where if you land here, you have to land in this area 5 times and everything. There's weekly, daily missions and objectives, and then in response to doing those, you get different skins, emojis, and unlockables and collectibles in the game. So that's where PUBG is headed, but all this information isn't really flushed out at this time. But what's interesting here is they're dropping this immediately with the release of the Sandhook new map, the third new map, which is the smallest one in PUBG. So this is coming on June 22nd, just 2 days from me recording this video. So I'm sure they're going to be fleshing out ideas as this keeps happening. The difference here is that as of right now, we don't know the cost of the PUBG Battle Pass, Event Pass. See, guys, they're kind of interchangeable. They're so similar. The Fortnite one is $10 for 10 weeks of content. So because the PUBG Event Pass is going to be for about 1 month, as of right now, they said it's going to last 4 weeks, which is 28 days. I'm hoping that this is going to be around half the cost of the Fortnite Battle Pass, which is currently $10. So I'm hoping the PUBG one is more around $4.99 or $5. But either way, it's really not about the money. Well, it always is because you don't want to get screwed over. You want a good value for what you're getting. But the way they're implementing this into the game is that you don't need to spend money to partake in this kind of stuff. So no matter what you do, whether you buy the pass or not, there's going to be an increase of stats that are going to be tracked during PUBG. They've even hinted at there's going to be more of a level system now that's coming in the future, not with this release, but later on. And no matter what, you can partake in these objectives, these missions throughout the month. And then what's really great about this, I think it's really cool, is no matter what, you're going to get some free content. A lot of it's going to be temporary just for the month, and then it goes away after the event pass has ended. But then you'll be able to keep one of those things free a month, which is huge. So no matter what, even if you don't pay, you can unlock one free permanent item, and then you get a bunch of things you can get during the month. So that's great. I feel like you have to have this kind of stuff for people who don't have the money or aren't interested in paying, just a little bit more incentive. And then what's great about this, and this is where PUBG really stands out from Fortnite, is that say you're on day 26 and you haven't paid for the pass and you realize that you've completed pretty much everything and you'll get all of the maximum amount of collectibles and loot and whatever, then you can buy the pass on day 26 or day 27 and get all the stuff permanent, which to me is awesome. Because say for 1 month you're like, I think I'm going to buy the event pass for July, but then you go on vacation and you don't play PUBG at all and you come back and you haven't unlocked anything, then you just wasted those $5 or $10, right? Like if that happens in Fortnite. But this way you can do the opposite, see how far you make it, and then if you get all the objectives, then you could buy it. So to me, that's huge. I don't think that's currently available in Fortnite. I think you pay up front, then you try to see how much you do it, and then also like if you miss the first week or first month, you might feel like it's not worth it for you to buy it in Fortnite. So PUBG doing this completely goes around that system, and I feel like this is so customer conscious that I don't know if anybody could really have a huge disagreement with this, the way they're doing this. I mean, I'm sure people always hate on companies making money, but I think this is pretty well done as of right now, and it seems to be a pretty good system. So no matter what, your progress is tracked. You can always purchase it. And like I said, we just don't know the price right now of what this is going to be. So I think this is really interesting. So that's it for the event pass, dropping June 22nd. We don't know the price. And yeah, it's going to be really interesting. So now I just want to share my opinion on this. I like to add this to all of the videos that I make here on YouTube. And something that, you know, I'm a big PUBG fan right now. Obviously frustrated with everybody else with the state of the game, especially on Xbox. And I enjoy this game more than Fortnite, but I'm not a Fortnite hater at all. I enjoy that game as well. I just like more realistic shooters to play personally. But something I find interesting here is that there's a lot of drama behind PUBG suing Fortnite. And I think there's been a lot of fake news and misconception here around PUBG suing Fortnite. I think that there's a lot of underlying things here and a lot of intellectual property that PUBG has because they rented the servers from Fortnite, from Epic Games. Epic Games might have stolen some of the data. We don't know the truth here. I mean, they've ripped off pretty much everything. But so a lot of people say that they have no right to sue Fortnite. But nobody knows the actual truth and what's going on behind the scenes. Companies don't just sue other companies for no reason. Usually, they're smart about it because it costs them a lot of money. I mean, sometimes they sue people for no reason, right? But I don't think that's the case here. But then for PUBG to come out and basically rip off the battle pass and then say like, oh, Fortnite has stolen a lot of our stuff, I feel like this is kind of similar. So this seems a little bit hypocritical. But again, other companies have been doing passes like this in the past. So I kind of get where they're coming from. I heard the guy, Brendan Green, the creator, the player unknown, creator of the game, saying certain things like what bothers him is that he invented the jumping out of a plane thing. That's not in any movie. That's not in any game. But I don't think that kind of stuff is really copyrightable in video games in this space. And I don't think it should be, and I don't think it's really fair. And in Fortnite, you jump out of a bus. So it's not the same thing. So I just feel like if they're going to do this, they need to realize that it's just kind of competition and capitalism, and that this stuff, people steal ideas and then make them their own. So I feel like it's kind of the same thing. And just to round out my statement here, I just feel like PUBG should take a step back and realize that everyone's just trying to compete in this space, including Fortnite, and that unless there's some criminal thing that they have knowledge of that the public doesn't, that it probably wasn't a great idea for them to do that, and that we should all just understand that the games are going to be similar and they're going to be doing similar things to compete and steal players from one another. So anyways, for the most part, this is a great thing for the game. I'm super excited for this and some kind of level system in the near future. And as always, PUBG is just doing all this stuff. It's exciting that new things are happening and that it's actually coming into fruition, and that we're seeing updates and patches and hot fixes coming into the game. So I think I made this video long enough already. It was supposed to be a quick video. But anyways, thank you all for watching. As always, I'm Blitz5, and peace out.